wet season, and unfortunately rain is a definite issue, and there's a further rain expected with a risk of a more flooding, possibility of landslips as well already on those sodden grounds. So far for the month of October, we've had a fifth of a month more rainfall than we usually get, but bearing in mind that we get our second peak of rainfall in November, so more rain is likely as you go through the next few weeks. In terms of the recent rainfall that we have been seeing, basically we have a tropical wave passing the island chain, but a lot of the moisture is staying out towards the Atlantic waters, and the main reason for that, as you can see, is a line of cloud at the top of the atmosphere, basically our upper level low pressure, and basically on the upslope of that it's quite moist, and a lot of moisture is going to set to fall on that side. So we're looking at the eastern areas of Trinidad in particular, and obviously for Tobago, but anywhere that has been flooded recently, additional rainfall will obviously not be welcomed. You can just see here a lot of the greys signifying the clouds, the greens are the scattering of showers. The computer can't necessarily focus on where the heavier showers are, but the heavier showers will likely favor those areas which are hilly, as well as parts along the eastern coastline of Trinidad and Tobago. So looking therefore overnight, especially after midnight and going into the early hours, look for those showers to erupt, especially around Mason Hall, up towards Roxburgh and up towards Charlottesville as well. The possibility of a heavier shower as you go through your day, and obviously any showers that could be heavy, there's a possibility of street or flash flooding in those downpours. Similarly, along eastern areas of Trinidad through Valencia, Beach into Guaragari, also into Pina, as well as in San Fernando, the possibility of showers here overnight and then going into the first part of your morning. So obviously most of the showers that will fall along the hillsides, wherever the hillsides are already sodden and waterlogged, there's the risk of a land slippage, and obviously the Met Office warns that you should be mindful about this, as well as those areas which are already flooded. Additional rainfall going into the rivers will likely begin to raise river levels as well. So obviously there will be concerns about the additional risk of a flooding, especially in those areas which have seen the water subsiding recently. So temperature wise, it will feel quite mild, 24 degrees Celsius the low tonight, and tomorrow's high in Trinidad 32, 30 in Tobago. It will feel quite mild through Thursday as well, but that's simply because the rains will continue across Tobago through Thursday. Some of those showers heavy and thundery. Similarly for Trinidad, the thunder showers are set to erupt through Thursday, all courtesy of the ITCZ being near and around where we are over the next couple of days, but there will be brightness towards the weekend. For fisherfolk and mariners, do watch out for choppier seas out there in the Atlantic, 2.5 meters, possibly pushing 3 meters the further east you go, and there will be those easterly swells of 10 seconds and the easterly winds of 10 to 15 knots. Meanwhile, out across the western Caribbean, the hurricane season is not over. We have a disturbance which is just east of Nicaragua along the Caribbean coastline. The red colors there signifying where we could see some of those heavier showers pushing into Belize and up towards the Yucatan Peninsula as well. The same areas that actually were hit by Nate, but the showers won't reach as far east as Santo Domingo and into Port-au-Prince. Mostly sunny there, as well as for Havana, at least for now. Out towards the eastern coastline of the Caribbean, you'll definitely see a lot more of the clouds pushing through for Dominica, St. Lucia, down towards Barbados, some of them turning heavier as you get towards Bridgetown, into Georgetown as well. Long spells of rain are likely. The ITCZ hanging around, and a lot of that upper level moisture continuing to push showers into the Windward Islands. So our wet season is not done, and our hurricane season, we still have to be prepared. So that's the weather, and that's it from me.